Hello friends, so glad that you're here. I'm so excited about the video today and I hope that you learn a lot from it. We're actually going to be doing two different things. The first thing is we're going to be fixing a page because I keep hearing from several of you that you're really struggling with those backgrounds. And so I want to give you some tips on how you can create a background that you love even when it may start out looking like something you don't. I'm going to do this on two backgrounds. This is from my Dina Wakley journal. This background in particular, I do not like this. I started one day, some days when I journal, I'll just go through and just start swiping paint down. I'll start putting, Posca paint doodles down. I'll start putting some collage elements down. And while I really like this side of it, do not like this one. And so I'm going to cover part of this up today and show you how to make it look a little bit better. On this one, the whole intent of this page was just to have the turquoise blue at the top and some yellow on the bottom and a little bit on the top. Well, I had some Dylusions ink. I was doing another page and I had sprayed through a stencil, and so many times I'll take that ink that's left over on that stencil and I'll wipe it on a page. I should not have done that with this one. It just turned out to be like a muddy mess, and so I want to get rid of this. How I'm going to do this today is I'm going to use the heavy gesso from Finnabar and the Simply acrylic that you can just pick up at Walmart for less than $2 a tube. Okay, so let's get to it. Put the gesso right on my card and just start going over it. I really want most of it gone. I could leave some of it kind of out, but so I just covered it with the gesso. Now we'll come to this page and I'm going to do the same thing with the gesso. Probably won't cover all of it. I really like this girl, so I'll probably keep some of her peeking through, and maybe even part of the green. Not sure yet how it's gonna work. What I really like so far is how there's so much texture already on this page from the napkins that I use and the collage sheets that I use from Dina Wakley, that you see how there's those yummy layers right there of texture when I go over it with the gesso. That's only going to add to my page. I love it. While those are drying, we're going to get to the main part of this video, which is what I intended to do today. I think this is going to be fun. I'm going to teach you a super fun embellishment for your pages. It's just a way to really perk your pages up without adding any collage elements. So let me get that. I have several pages that I've already got the backgrounds to, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I've already done this on a page. So this is a page, the background I created lots of months ago, and then I had fun putting some black circles and doodling words and some different doodles on the page, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. It has become one of my very favorite things to do. I just love how it just brings the page together, and then if I wanted to, I honestly don't even have to add any elements to this, but knowing me, I will. I'll probably add some maybe some people or images or something and a few more words, but right now this could just be a standalone page. So this is my prayer journal. It was created by using an old Bella Grace journal from Stampington. I gesso over all the pages, and then I made the backgrounds and then put my prayers into this journal. I haven't created in this journal in a while, and I can really feel my soul telling me to get back into it because I love writing down my prayers and I haven't done it in quite a while. And so I really want to get back to that. So this is a perfect time for me to get back into this journal. It is a circle stencil. I have had this one forever. I do not know where I got it, but I've had it forever. And then just some various colors. Black is an obvious choice. Remember, anytime you add black to a really colorful background, you're going to make those colors pop even more. I've also got yellow, some red, and I have some of this ocean green. As you can tell too, I am not a paint snob at all. Whatever is cheapest is what I buy. All of these tubes that you see, like these two here, I got them on clearance. I never pay full price for paint unless it's something cheap like the Deco Art or the Simply Acrylic from Walmart. Okay, since I already have a dark color here, I've got that black, I think I'm going to maybe add some red to this. So I'm going to take my paint palette here. I highly recommend one of these if you don't have one. They're about 97 cents at Walmart. I'm going to use a foam brush for this, and then I'm just going to pick some random sizes. And you're just going to paint. Remember to always add an odd number of circles. Need to have a little bit more paint. Always add the odd number though. You never want the even. And make sure you do some circles like I'm doing here that are half circles or 3/4 circles. You could do this with any shape, I'm assuming. But I just think the circles are fun because of what we're going to do with these circles, okay? This is just the first part, obviously, of what we're doing with the circles. Okay, so I've got 2 circles here. I've got the 3 here. I want to put a few more on this page. So I'm going to go up here and add a half one, a bigger one. Okay, and then again, I have 6 circles. I do not want 6 circles. So I'm going to go over here and then just barely put one right here, just so we have kind of a pop of the red. Okay. Okay, so we're going to let this dry, and then we're going to come back to that, and we'll see how we finish up. When I do something like this, friends, I like to do a lot of pages at once. That's just how I work. And I work in about 7 different journals. And so I have, like, one day I might just do all backgrounds. And I'll just have a lot of fun doing gesso and all backgrounds. And then the next day I might do something like this, add another layer to it. So, or I'll stamp on it or something, or add stencils. So I usually do this in batches. The other page that I have ready for you is this one. This is in my Dylusions journal. I've shared this with you before on my channel, that Dylusions journals by Diane Reevely with Ranger are my very favorite journals. I just love her journals. I'm already in my 2nd one, and I also have a smaller one, and I really want to get another one. I just love, love, love. I did the circle idea on this page, and this is not finished yet, but this is one that I'm working on right now, and I just love. And again, just to give you an example, guys, so this was a spread that I just felt was too busy, just the background. It was just too busy. So I just added a light coating of this ocean blue, and then I was so happy with it. And then I just kind of started adding my image, some letters. These are from Tim Holtz. These are his paint stamps, alphabet stamps. And then I did the circles here. So, but it's not finished, but it's getting there. So this is something that I did orange. I did not put gesso behind these pages. I usually do. But honestly, I was watching a YouTube video the other day and she was using the Diane Reevely journal and she didn't, and I really liked how the paint looked, so I decided not to use gesso underneath this page either. So I love the bright orange, and I think under the bright orange I might put some yellow and maybe even some black. I don't know, we're gonna see how that looks. So I'm gonna get my stencil. Let's see how that turned out. Yes, I like that. It's kind of like the same color as this, but it just, so it's kind of a subtle, but I like it. So I think I'll just keep adding that red to that. Again, maybe add just like a half a one. Okay, I am going to go ahead and add the two colors. So I'm going to go ahead and add, I think I'll do black. Now I'm thinking, since this is the orange, I don't know how the red's going to look, but I might put like a red one down here, you know, and then that way, see, I've got 4 here, I've got 2 here, so there's 6. So if I do a red one, it will be, let's see how that looks. It'll be the uneven, so it'll be the odd 7. So we'll see how that looks. Okay. Yes, I like it. Okay. So I don't really have a lot up in here, but that's okay. Maybe I'll be able to add a title or some kind of an image or something, but I think I'm going to leave that there. So I'm just going to start going. Remember, when you're going around these, they do not have to be perfect, friends, okay? You can definitely have them so they're not perfect going around there. In fact, you can even do 2 or 3 if you want around there, which I think I'm going to do. I think that just adds to your page so much. This has really become my favorite thing to do. Instead of adding more collage elements, I'm really trying to learn how to doodle more with my paint pens and other things, even a paintbrush. I really love the look of that. So this is a nice big circle. So I think I'm going to go ahead and write with my paint pen a word in there. I think I will use the black. I'm going to go ahead and put pray. How I usually start my words, ladies, is I will just write it just like I was writing on a piece of paper, and then I start making it chunkier and fatter. As you can tell, I didn't use the same size of lettering. I think it's fun just to mix it up. Then I'll just start going over these letters with my paint pen. just to make them thicker. With these Posca paint pens, it's so nice. It's so much easier to use the Poscas to do this than any other paint pen. You really won't be able to do this with a marker either, ladies, just because you're using that mixed media. You've got paint on here that will ruin a Sharpie or anything like that that you have. That's why paint pens are amazing. This black one is really running out, so I definitely need to get a black one because this is my last one. I tend to use the black and the white more than any of them. So if you are on the fence about what colors to get, just go to Amazon and get black and white. They have packs of just black and white. Okay, perfect. So that says pray. I'm not finished yet with the lettering. I'm gonna jazz it up a little bit more to make it really pop. Then I'm gonna come over here and put some more doodles in here. Since I've started, or I've used the white and the black, I'm gonna go ahead and stay with that theme too, so. This is that fatter nib on that Posca paint pen, and it is my favorite. As you can see, it just shows up so nicely. Okay. All right, we'll see how this, so this is pretty dry already. I'm gonna go ahead and take my white paint pen and I'm going to outline that pray just to make it pop a little bit. I find this so relaxing. I really absolutely love doing this. There's all different kinds of patterns you could put in your circles too, but you'll find that you have kind of your own marks that you use over anything. Okay. Oh, I love that so much. I also like how I just put the white around that one. I really love that. Okay, so there is a way that I jazzed up that page. Now I can either, honestly, I could leave it this way or I could add something else to it. So I'll probably add something to it. Up, as you can see, wasn't dry. That's okay. That's going to happen. This is just a good lesson just to show you how I treat stuff like that. So honestly, that'll be a good thing. An outline in that black. I like how I did that. I have a new setup with my filming. I'm actually standing. I have a cart that I have, and so I'm now standing and able to watch myself film, which is nice. And I think that you can see the pages a little bit better too, both of them. Okay, so there we go. I still have this mess here. That mess may stay there, and I might be able to fix it with an image or something, but I'm okay with that for now. I'm going to use the white on the black. This definitely reminds me of Halloween. So I may just keep it like a Halloween page. I have some Halloween Tim Holtz ladies that are witches that I've never used. And this is really, I think, speaking to me to use that. So I think I'm going to, which I think is kind of fun. Okay. This was kind of difficult to put it like on both pages like that, but I think once you see I've added those doodles, I think it definitely looks a lot better. It looks more just clean. If we didn't have this here, it would be perfect, but that's okay. It's all right. I'm just adding some loop-de-loos here, almost like petals. Another one of my go-to doodles. You'll have your go-to doodles. If you really want to read an awesome book about making marks, I highly suggest Rae Sigmund. Her book, Mark Making, or Making Marks, is awesome. Okay, I like that gold a lot. So I think what I'm going to add right here, maybe right here, I don't know, I think so. I'm going to add the word boo, since I've decided to do this in a Halloween theme. I think I will do maybe the black. I think I'll do the checks. And then here, even though I've got this kind of a mess going on, I'll go ahead and I think I'll do the polka dots. I think I'm going to be able to use this in my favor, actually. I'm thinking I'm going to set the witches somewhere, maybe in here, and I may put a word on that because it kind of looks like a line, like maybe a word would be sitting on. So we're going to somehow get this figured out. So there's my circles, my Halloween circles, and I'll be sure and post this in the group. All right, I turned off the camera. I went and I found that cute, really super fun witch paper doll from Ranger, from Tim Holtz. And so remember this, look at this, voila, can't even see it. So it doesn't look like they're floating there. I'm gonna put something there, I'm not sure what. I may put a word or something there, but anyway, I just wanted to show you what I did. So always remember, guys, whenever you make a background, if you do make a mistake like that, you can always cover it up. Always, always, always. So I just wanted to show you that. Okay, let's get to those pages that I showed you at the very beginning that I didn't like. And let's see what I did. So if you remember right, this was that yucky, muddy color. And I gessoed over it. And then when the camera was off, I put some more of the ocean green on there. And then I just took our circle stencil and I made a bunch of circles. It is still definitely looking very different than this side, but I'm going to be covering this all up, and it just is so much better than it was. So I'm going to be able to add some different doodles, and I kind of never know what I'm doing until I do it, so I don't know. That's just what I saw there. I like how that's just that subtle, that white. This is not quite dry, so I don't want to finish that up. And this one I can definitely make a little bit darker. And I think I'll do that to that too. Then I kind of did that. So there we go. A lot better than it was. I like that a lot better. That Dina Wakley page. So I took the gesso, I put it over the top of this, and then I took the yellow that I already had here. I had some in my little paint holder, and I just covered everything up. I even decided, you can kind of see the Dina Wakley collage sheet kind of peering through just a little bit. And so these are pretty dry. So I think I'm going to go ahead and actually use this blue. I'm going to see what this looks like. I might put a word here. I'm going to put the word new. I don't know, it just kind of was speaking to me as I was writing it. I was like, I think I'm going to write the word new. Not quite sure what that meant. Although I do. kind of on a new adventure in my life. We've got lots of good stuff coming our way after some kind of yucky stuff. So it's going to be a new chapter. I'm excited. Okay, and then since it's got a lot of that texture from the napkin and the tissue paper underneath, it's a little bumpy, the paint pen, but again, I'm okay with that. I'm going to outline this in black. Remember, you can always outline, right? And it's always going to look great. I'm going to outline. It's bumpy, so it's a little rough here. Kind of liking when I just do it a little bit more. And then I'm going to do this. I have decided you cannot have enough circles in your art journals, ladies. It is my new thing. I love it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this as well. I hope it just opens your mind just to new things that you can do. You don't always have to add collage elements. You don't always have to add, you know, lots of layers even. You can just do it as simple as putting a color down like I did with that orange and yellow, and then putting some circles on top, adding some doodles, and then adding just a few collage elements if you want to. Love, love, love. Can't even tell you how much I love that. Again, it's not super dry and it's really chunky from all the texture, so my paint pen is kind of screaming at me here. Not wanting to work as good as I'd like it to. Plus, I need some new paint pens. I use these when I teach my Wounded Warriors, and we did a paint pen project this last time, and I'm really running out of ink on all of them. This one isn't dry enough yet. So, you know what? It's not dry enough yet. So, I'm going to add just some dots around it. There's always a way, guys. Always a way. Oh, my goodness. Love that. Oh, I love it. In fact, I love it so much. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, yes. Love, love, love it. There we go. Look at that. And I'm going to add some lines because I'm loving it. I'm just going to add a lot of little lines there. So awesome. And then I think I'll add some loop-de-loop petals. Did that. There we go. It is good to go. Oh, there's this one down here. I think I'll just add the rainbowy look. Perfect. Okay. There we go. So I took a page I wasn't too fond of, made it something I like. I hope that you've had so much fun watching this video, friends. Remember, you can find me on Being Me Art Journaling on Facebook. Also, you can find me on Patreon, and I will have links to everything in the description. Have a fabulous, fabulous weekend. Bye.